Hello, good morning. My name is Edrina. I am the owner and accountant here at Accounting by Edrina. And in today's video, we are doing a day in the life. So you have found me in my kitchen. I am getting ready to make some breakfast for myself, and then I'll be heading into the office. I'm going to try and do something pretty quickly here because I want to get started right away. But let's go ahead and travel back in time, and I'll tell you a little bit about who I am and how I got started. Just to give you a little context, we are a Los Angeles-based virtual bookkeeping firm working with entrepreneurs and small business owners. Usually on these types of videos, I like to bring you along and walk you through my day. Today is a bit of a longer day as I have a few things to take care of during the day, which is pretty unusual for me. If you have been following me for some time, you probably know this about me already, but I like to start off my day with a solid morning routine. And that usually includes reading, meditation, and doing some journaling. I kind of like to ease into my day. I try my very best to not look at social media first thing in the morning and to stay away from it as much as I can in the morning, just so I could have my own thoughts and have a clear head when I get to work. So that is kind of like what I was showing you earlier, and then I showed you a little page out of a Brene Brown book that I'm going through in the mornings, and I just thought it was so striking to me that I wanted to share it with you all. I thought that could be really helpful and beneficial for a lot of us. Now, you may be wondering where I got the idea to start my own bookkeeping firm. And honestly, I don't even know. I actually, went to college for intercultural studies, and I thought that I would be working, remotely on a different, in a different country. And that was kind of like my thoughts early on. A lot of things just kind of like landed where they are, just through open doors from people that I knew, and thankfully, I had my mom on my side, just cheering and rooting for me, and kind of helping to provide these opportunities. So I started off working with an uncle, and the bookkeeper there had taught me some things here and there about bookkeeping, and I very much enjoyed it. And then they gave me kind of some more tasks that I could take care of as far as accounts payable is concerned. I very much enjoyed that. And then I got a call from another uncle who was working with a smaller nonprofit organization in Pasadena. And I ended up having this amazing opportunity where I could learn from their retiring bookkeeper on how to do their bookkeeping. So I spent about 3 months just sitting next to her and learning as much as I could from her, and I ended up being their accountant for about 5 years. So that was an incredible opportunity that I didn't even know I had. And what I ended up doing is, at that time, I thought, okay, well, I think I just want to get my master's in accounting and just kind of go all in on this career of accounting, because I just it somehow just landed for me. I understood the concepts, I understood, just the whole process of it. I could see the larger piece of it, and then I could see the day-to-day piece of it. So that was kind of the skill set that I saw myself kind of creating as I was going through this 3-month training. All right, while I wait for everything to cook, I thought I would give you an update on my day. I actually have 4 back-to-back meetings today that start. The first one starts at 10, and then I don't finish until 1:30 or so. And then later I have a massage scheduled. I'm gonna grab something from a couple of things from the grocery store, and then come back home and finish up work. So it's gonna be quite a busy day, so I'll just bring you along for my day. And that totally worked. This was kind of an experiment, so looking forward to eating that, and then I'll have some waffles with it. So I'll just go ahead and continue my story that I started talking about earlier about how I got here. After I had worked with that smaller nonprofit organization in Pasadena for about 5 years, that like during that time I went through grad school and finished grad school. I ended up moving to Pasadena, and some of the classes that I was taking for grad school were in Burbank, so it was a better commute for me over here. And then once I finished grad school, then I did seek out other opportunities that I could learn a lot more from. And I ended up working at another like larger organization. And that through that larger organization, I started learning more about budgeting and finance and forecasting, and my brain just soaked everything up. Like it was just like a sponge, and I absolutely loved it. They had maybe about 20 different departments in that organization. So within these different departments, there was a different department head that was in charge of their own budget. So I ended up, having all of these monthly meetings with a bunch of different department heads talking about their budgets. And I absolutely loved that. And I thought, that was such a really neat thing to work with people individually on how they budget, what they need to do, how they need to forecast, how that can be translated onto a financial statement, and then translated onto the board of directors, to the finance committee, and how that is communicated across the organization overall. All of that just really, really, I loved every aspect of it. When I first got hired at that larger nonprofit organization in Pasadena, I had an amazing boss. Like, she was the best boss ever, and she taught me a ton. And I just, thinking through my career and all of the different people that have made a huge impact on my life, she probably has had the largest impact on my life, and she still has a major impact on my life as well. And I also, from after that career experience, I went to another kind of like parallel job for a different organization. And that boss there was also pretty inspiring. And he was the one who gave me the idea that I could do bookkeeping as my business on the side. In fact, he had his own bookkeeping thing on the side, and we just got to talking and we got along really well. And he became a mentor for me as well. And so I just really attribute all of this to kind of like having the right people in the right place at the right time throughout these different aspects of my life. Whew, I have one more meeting in about 12 minutes. It is 12:18 right now, and then I'm gonna grab some lunch really quickly, and then I realized that my massage, I think, is scheduled for 2 o'clock. So I don't have a lot of time before that, so I already have like lunch prepped. But today I had just like my first meeting was just a regular weekly meeting that I have with one of my clients. They're a new kind of like startup organization. So a lot of the conversation is about like the systems that they're going to be using, and when to sign up, and how much it costs, and budgeting, and just kind of like making sure that we're keeping the lines of communication open, because there's a lot of moving pieces right now. It's a fun time for this organization, but I know it can also be really stressful. So I try to make sure that I keep the meeting light and, fun. And then after that, I had an audit meeting to review with one of my clients some of the audit reports that we worked on. And we have the field work scheduled in April. So we want to make sure that all of the reports are completed before that. And the report list, here, I'll tell you how long the report list is, but it usually, the auditors provide a PBC list, which means provided by client. And this list is 37 reports. So I have probably about half of them assigned to me, and then my team helps me out with some of the reports as well. But really what this is every year if you're a nonprofit, after you reach a certain point in revenue, then you have to have an external audit. And so this client is actually going to be applying for federal grants and for other types of grants. So in order for us to keep like a good standing, in order for that company, the nonprofit, to keep a good standing, they have to have an external audit done every year. So this is going to be my second full audit with them. And last year was our first audit, and it was a little bit challenging. So we learned a lot of things through that process, and we're implementing, some changes this year. So I'm really hopeful about that. I will know more in April, whether or not it's, moving at a pace that we really like. So that was the second meeting. And then I just had a phone call with, another organization that I volunteer with. And then I have a team meeting that is happening in less than 10 minutes now. So really busy morning. Usually my Wednesday mornings aren't like this, and I can work on just CEO tasks. So that is kind of my plan this afternoon, is to just make sure that I have all of my CEO tasks completed. I'm just looking at Asana right now and looking at my CEO task, which basically is like my own bookkeeping, my own financial reporting, looking at contracts and making sure the contracts are updated, or if they need to be updated, that they get updated. Any continuing education that I've signed up for. So I sign up for online classes and things like that. So that's always on my list if I needed to look at or watch a video or anything related to continuing education. And then I also like to check in on my personal budget and make sure all the bookkeeping is updated for that. So that was kind of a long-winded update, but only because when I get my lunch, I'm going to kind of hurry up, get my lunch, and head out to get my massage. And then you will probably see me back here at my desk this afternoon. So I'm going to get ready for my next meeting, and I'll talk to you guys soon. This isn't aesthetically pleasing, but this is my lunch. So this is a bean and cheese burrito here, and this is a bean and cheese burrito as well, but I had some extra lettuce and tomatoes. This is leftover from yesterday. So this is going to be my lunch. All right, I just finished lunch. I am going to head out for my massage. It's about 1:30. Usually after lunch, I take a walk, and so I'll have to figure out when I can do that today, because after the massage, I'm going to grab some groceries at Whole Foods, which is right next door, and then come back and get some more client work done. So we'll see if I can squeeze a walk in there somewhere. To be a really beautiful day. Massage Envy is over there. And then there's Whole Foods. Gorgeous day. I always feel so discombobulated after a massage. It's like, who am I? Where am I? What's happening? I have a return to make. Is it blasphemous to take a Trader Joe's bag into a Whole Foods? Amazon return at Whole Foods, and then get some groceries. Ah, man, that felt so good. All right, let's go. It's funny, you can tell the massage line. Okay, so I just finished shopping at Whole Foods. I'll do a little grocery haul when I get home. But I grabbed this on my way out, and I've never tried it before. A lot of hype around it, so I wanted to give it a try. There we go. Anybody else smell their drinks? Cassava root fiber, chicory root. I think that's what I'm smelling. All right. I don't see anything else that's weird. Let's try it. Okay, fine. It's really good. Yep. It's crazy how they can make it taste so delicious, and yet it has all of these benefits. Prebiotics, botanicals, and plant fibers. Really good. Alright, I am going to show you my grocery haul, and then I'm going to take advantage of this great weather and go for a quick walk. I figure if I'm back at my desk by 4:30, I have a good 2 hours to get work done, just focus. And then we have just an easy dinner going on for tonight. We have those factory meals, and then I did make some like carbs, so I have rice available and mashed potatoes that we can either pair with our factory meals. So keeping things really simple. I think if I can go for a walk right now-ish after my grocery haul, get to work about 4:30, I have 2 hours there. Anyways, we ran out of like a lot of chips, so I got these. I haven't tried these ones, I don't think, before, so I'm looking forward to this. I do miss like chips and salsa. I don't have that like as often as I used to have them, so I got the reduced fat and sodium popcorn. The sodium is actually half of like the normal popcorn, so I figure, all right, why not? What the heck? And then I got the other bag of chips is just the pretzel chips. I love these ones. These are my favorite. I might have a couple right now. I decided to get the extra wide egg noodles for what, I don't know, but we don't have these, so why not? So I decided to get the chicken and sage breakfast sausage patties because I'm always looking to like add a little bit of like meat to my breakfast. One patty is 70 calories and 5 grams of protein, so they're not very big, pretty small. I just like randomly saw this. I think I've seen this before in the past, vegetable looming, so thought I'd give that a try sometime. This is like my tried and true creamer. I actually have been trying, hold on, let me get it. I have been trying this one, the Chobani Coffee Creamer Sweet Cream, and I think it has an artificial sweetener in it because I just realized that this morning when I was drinking it. I don't know, it says natural flavor, so hard to tell, but I'm not really fond of this. It's like, it's a little too sweet for my liking, you know? And just a few more items. I grabbed these jalapenos. There's 4 in here. We are going to be making a like Mexican dish called fideo a little bit later on this week. It's like mine and John's kind of like favorite, one of our favorites, one of our like go-tos, but we like it prepared differently. So we like half cook it first, and then I do my thing, and then he does his thing. So it works. I got low-fat cottage cheese. I got regular, organic light sour cream, and then this is like the cream cheese replacement. I don't actually know how to pronounce it. It's like Nufrstructural. That's my try. It's a third less fat than like regular cream cheese, so why not? Yeah, so that's my grocery haul. I'm gonna put that away and then head outside. All right, I thought I would give you guys a little bit of an update. I went for a walk, came back, was at my desk by 4:30, and just finished getting through my email. It's about 5:10 right now, and I am getting an influx in like discovery calls for like potential clients. Hold on. Sorry, I had a sneeze. So I like to do a little bit of research before committing to a client, basically. And this discovery call is really just to kind of get a feel for the person and to make sure it's a good fit. But yeah, so I'm really doing like some research about the client before actually having the discovery call, because I just feel like I want to make sure that it's a good fit. So anyways, I was just doing that. So again, it's about 5:10. And I'm just gonna go ahead and close off the video here. I will show you what we end up having for dinner, but I almost forgot, Wednesdays are our days to do some wedding planning, so I am not going to be filming that. We are planning our wedding, but it's yeah, it's not going to be public. So it's not going to be public knowledge. So anyways, I'm just going to end up, you know, working here for a good hour and a half probably, and then get dinner ready to go, and then we'll be planning our wedding, and then that's pretty much it. Like, the rest of the day looks just like anybody else's. Dinner, clean up from dinner, bath, shower, go to bed. I usually like to read before bed, so I like to read kind of like nonfiction books before bed, and then, oh my gosh, did I say it the wrong way? Fiction books before bed, and then nonfiction books in the morning. So anyways, that is it. Thank you so much for following along in my day, and I hope this was as much fun for you as it was for me. I appreciate you being here, and don't forget to hit that like button so I know that you enjoyed this as well, and make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.